everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Today, we are docked at Disney's new private island, Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. We are some of the first people to set foot on this new Disney Cruise Line destination, and we'll give you a full tour. We'll show you everything from the picturesque pink sand beaches to the private cabanas. We'll explore the walking trail to Lighthouse Point. We'll meet Mickey and friends in their new Bahamian outfit and taste test the new food and drinks, experience the Junkanoo Celebration, and much more. We'll show you the good, but also the bad. Lookout Cay has some serious problems that we hope Disney can fix before you experience it. Why don't you come with us on this adventure? The first official cruise to dock at Disney's new private island. It's not actually a private island, but we'll talk about that later. It's called Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. It's a mouthful. And we are huge fans of their other private island, Castaway Cay. And we've become fans of Royal Caribbean's private island, Coco Cay, which kind of upped the game some. So I'm wondering, did Disney bring their A game? We're gonna find out today. I'm looking at this long pier. We're gonna have to walk this long pier. Let's go do it. Is this even a question? Oh, come on.
So since we are some of the first people to be on this island, they actually don't have any signs yet. But if you want to get yourself a paper map, you could go to guest services and they will give you one, which is pretty cool and kind of like a cool souvenir, I guess. But yeah, it shows you where we dock and where we go to get to our destination.
And I'm not sure if this will really matter or not, but if you want to be on the side facing the island, you want to be on the starboard side. Because as you can see here, you don't really get a view of the private island area. You just get a view of the island and the pier. So I'm not sure if that's important to you. And this pier is a half-mile long. They don't have a tram on here. If you can't walk, they can arrange to have a golf cart pick you up and bring you to the end of the pier, but it is a long walk and there's no shade.
So I timed it. It took me about 11 minutes and I am not in shape and I'm recovering from an ankle injury.
But if you're with kids, it could take like 15, 16 minutes.
Yeah, if you're slower, it's I'd say between 10 and 20 minutes, which is kind of a long time. It's very hot outside. It's 9 a.m. and I'm already sweating buckets. But they did give us some cold towels about halfway through, so that was nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
So the reason why they don't have a tram on that pier is it's too thin to have a tram. One of the provisions of them using this island is they had to have as little environmental impact as possible, and they didn't want to hurt the coral. It's kind of unfortunate because a lot of older people and a lot of kids are gonna
I just kind of wish they at least had some shade. Maybe eventually they'll put some shade on it, but it is brutal. And I'm already dreading having to walk back there on the way back.
Yeah, some shade. Royal Caribbean does shade very well at their private island, and also some benches for the older people that need a break. Oh, water stations.
Yes.
If only Disney had invented a way to move people.
Like a people mover?
Like a people mover. Maybe they could have, I don't know, whatever. Okay, let's get in there, let's have some fun.
So this is kind of fun. Once you're done walking on the pier, there's this really cute statue here that has some Disney characters that were created just for this island, like Sandy the sand crab and Lizzie the lizard. It's a nice little touch. I almost walked right by it without noticing it.
Yeah, and we'll see more of them later, but we almost ran over Sandy the
Yeah, I was
sand
gonna
crab.
say, we saw a real sand crab and it was missing one of its pinchers. I felt kind of bad for him.
Yeah, we also saw Red Hat Chili Pepper Flea the fly.
Yeah, there's a lot of flies here. They're attacking us already, which is one thing that I heard there was going to be lots of flies here, so yeah.
So when you first get through security, there is a stand called Mangroves and Go, and this is where you can get yourself some coffee or juice. Quick start to your day on the island. Look at that, they even have Dole Whips and beer. I wasn't expecting that. Right after you get through security, there's a stand here. It's called the First and Last Chance Stand. I like the name. This stand is where you can get all your sunscreen, some towels, and some last minute gifts as well. I'm not sure if all of this is in the store on the island. I'm guessing it probably is. So So after you get to the end of the pier, you still need to get on the trams. That's another 10 to 15 minute ride, but thankfully they have some shade here while you wait for the trams because it seems like they take a little while to get going.
So a little bit of a pro tip, they have like 2 or 3 different tram loading stations. We stopped at the very first one because we didn't know any better, but I think if you just keep walking further down, there might be less people waiting. Because it does take quite a long time for the trams to get here, load, and then depart. So keep that in mind.
Say hello to Lizzie the curly-tailed lizard
Thanks for letting me tail along, Tracy.
and Sandy the land crab.
Hello, everyone.
I bet you two know a lot about Lighthouse Point.
We sure do. We were born here.
Tell us a little about it.
Ooh, I know, Miss Tracy. We're on the southern tip of the island of Eleuthera, in the Bahamas.
That's right. Do you know why this place is called Lighthouse Point?
Because a lighthouse was built here a lot of years ago.
That lighthouse is still here today.
So you're gonna wait a good 10, 15 minutes to get on the tram, and then once you get on the tram, it's gonna take 15 minutes to get over to the Goombay Cultural Center.
Yeah, so I think like from when we got off the ship and to get here, it's taken about 45 minutes to an hour. So keep that in mind when you're planning your day.
Yeah, and on the way here, they do play some of the characters, those like creatures, those original Disney creatures. You get to hear them talk and give you some information about this island. The problem is we couldn't hear them over the
I know,
bugs.
we could barely, there was like loud bug noises and the speakers were so low, but I think that's
Okay.
cute that they did that. And
But-
now we're finally here, so that's great. Yeah,
Right?
this is incredibly new. Like, I don't think they finished this up until like a few weeks ago, so
Yeah.
not everything is even open yet. It's
Yeah.
that new.
So they could pipe up that the audio
Yeah,
on
turn
the
up the
tram.
volume. Turn down the bugs, turn up the volume. I'm just kidding.
So once you get off at the Goombay tram stop, you were greeted by the gathering tree, which I don't know the complete story about this, but it's a tree with ornaments hanging, and each of the ornaments look like Mickey or one of his pals, and I'm trying to figure out each of them, but maybe later we can figure out what this is for.
So you grab your towels when you first get off the tram. Apparently this is the only place you could get towels. So pro tip, don't walk all the way down to the beach looking for towels. So right when you first get off the tram, that's where the gift shop is. It's called Disney Tings. It is a madhouse because like we said, it's opening day. People are going crazy for the merch. There's long lines. People are grabbing stuff off the shelves. But we wanted to like at least show you guys a little bit of it if it's not too crazy. I already see a cute loungefly and a cute pair of ears.
So we're on the Bahamian island of Eleuthera, and this is like a tribute to their style, in their style plus Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's their style with some Mickey ears. So there's actually like a photo op over there that has this exact backdrop, but it's cool that you could get merch with it too.
Yeah, and they also have some of the other characters too, like they have Pluto here, and then there's Goofy right here.
Oh my gosh, they even have Donald too. I'm gonna have to collect every single one of them. Of course, a pair of Mickey ears, but they're loungefly Mickey ears, and these are exclusive, obviously, to this island, so you can't get them anywhere else.
Yeah, and they also have a Spirit jersey.
And if you don't want mini ears, they have this tropical hat that says Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. And like, if you look closely, it kind of has like gold shimmer to it.
Again, when you come here, it's probably not gonna be this crazy. We're on the first cruise with all the diehard DCL fans, so they all like ran here and are ransacking the place.
I actually kind of really like this Corksicle bottle. It's very subtle with the logo on there. I might actually consider buying this just to fill with water so I could have water all day.
Oh, and this looks like it's a foldable beach blanket. So it looks like this. And it's
cool.
56 by 54. So of course they got a bucket hat, but it's for little kids, and it's in the Bahamian like bright colors. And you can stretch it inside out, and it actually says Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. And then the other side, actually I like that quite a bit. But unfortunately it's not gonna fit on my head. And of course, if you forgot your sunscreen or diapers, they got you covered.
I kind of like this Spirit jersey. It looks just normal on the front, like with coral or something, but it actually is for Lookout Cay. I like how bright it is.
Yeah, I like the colors.
They actually have some really cute merch. I'm kind of surprised.
This is your sign to relax.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that. I like this design. It has Mickey in his little outfit with, I guess, like a cabana on it.
And they have a variety of different t-shirts for Lookout Cay. And I like that they're all kind of like neon colors. They're totally my vibe. And of course, if you're a dad, they got you covered as well. I think Mickey and Minnie have their own unique outfits here. I'm not sure if that's this. It might be. So they also have some art prints from a local artist of this island. That's kind of cool. It's not really of the Disney side of the island, but of the island itself.
Where's the pier?
They also have another store here that just sells goods made by the local people. And they even have items that are made for Disney, which is kind of cool that Disney allows that because...
I know. I'm so tempted to get one of those little Mickey Mouse bags.
Yeah. Or you get yourself some coffee, or even it looks like they got some local art. You can get some original art by artists from this island.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Do you think we're going to see this happen when we're out in the water? A little chick riding a turtle?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Dang it.
The only duck that's going to be surfing is Donald.
Yeah, and he's not going to be surfing. He's just going to be eating.
Do I need a new wallet? So this isn't a private island like Castaway Cay. This is a piece of an existing Bahamian island called Eleuthera. There's actually people that live on this island, and Disney's deal to come here meant that they could only build on 20% of it and have low impact. That's why you have these walkways that are elevated over the beach, so it's very non-destructive. And these buildings behind me, they might look like turtle shells. That's intentional. They are vaguely resembling either ocean waves, seashells, or turtle shell patterns. They have local artists actually paint them, and that's basically your main source of shade here on the island. And we were able to meet Mickey and Minnie. Mickey has like conch shells on his shorts, and Minnie has a purse with a pineapple. I'm not sure if you know this, but this island's known for their pineapples. It's the only Bahamian island that actually grows pineapples, and they have a pineapple festival every year.
And they do look like they're plush dolls.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Now I kind of want to go buy the plushes.
By the way, it's really hot out here, so these
Very
fans helping you out quite a bit.
Yeah. We're just waiting for the food to open, and I can't wait to explore what all this island has.
Yes.
So these are the doors to the bathrooms. I love the wooden detail. It almost looks like there's a hidden Mickey. See it?
Where?
Right down here.
Oh.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
That's really pretty. All right, I'm gonna go change into my bathing suit now because I'm like sweating.
I will say a lot of the plants are very small. Like you can tell that they just planted them, and in 5 years it'll look lush and beautiful. But right now it's a little sparse.
So there are 4 different bars on this island. They all have the exact same menu. They all look exactly the same. We found one of them. We're gonna go check it out and maybe grab a drink or two.
Here's the menu for all the bars. All the bars have the same exact menu. And they do have coffee, they have cocktails, they got beer, they got seltzers, and they also got some zero-proof mocktails.
I'm gonna try the Junkanoo juice, and this has rum, banana, passion orange, guava, pineapple, and lime. And what I like is they actually give you your drinks in these tin reusable cups as opposed to like a plastic cup, and they actually supposedly keep your drink colder longer.
Yeah, and it's more environmentally friendly.
Yeah, so that's a nice touch. But oh my gosh, I cannot wait to have a tropical drink on this beautiful, oh my gosh. I just looked out there. This island is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna take so many photos today, wow.
And this drink was only $9, so it's the same price as on the ship, basically.
This gets a 5 out of 5. This just tastes like a tropical punch with rum in it. Very sweet. I mean, you can't go wrong with a tropical drink, right?
And for my drink, I got one of the featured drinks. I got the Eleuthera Euphoria. This is Gosling's ocean-aged rum and Dole Whip pineapple. And it comes in a special pineapple mug, which is cool. It's a little bit more expensive. It's about double the price, $18. You know, I'm a connoisseur of Dole Whip, so...
Yeah, this is like one of like the exclusive drink for this island that we've been so excited to try.
It tastes like a pina colada Dole Whip. Which, to you, if that sounds awesome, this drink is for you. If it doesn't sound awesome, it isn't for you. Guess what?
It's for you.
It's for me. I give this a 5 out of 5. This is delightful.
I tried it. It gets the ordinary adventure star.
I will say it is weird that it has the Disney Cruise Line logo on it and not the Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point logo. I kind of wish it had the logo for the island because it would be more memorable, but I'm guessing they're going to sell this on some of the ships or something.
So it's 11 a.m. and we're over here on the family side of the island. I was expecting it to be super crazy, crowded, busy. I'm wondering if more people went over to the adult only area because like there's nobody at this bar. There's like nobody over here. I find that interesting. I was expecting it to be more crowded. I'm pleasantly surprised. Maybe like the pro tip is to come all the way over to this bar and no one will be here.
Well, also on our ship, there's more adults than there are kids.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if that's what I mean. Like, do you think they all just went to the other side of the island? See, we were smart. We went to the family side. We'll go over there eventually, but I don't know. I feel smart. Pro tip, when you're done with your drink, just come over here and fill it up with ice water. That's what I did, and it's been keeping me nice and hydrated.
So here on the island, they have 3 different restaurants. They got True True BBQ, True True BBQ 2, and then there's one over in Serenity Bay. And it has a mix of the old Disney Cruise Line favorites from Castaway Cay. So you can get your rotisserie chicken, you can get your barbecue ribs, French fries, baked mac and cheese, grilled corn on the cob, and they even have broccoli, potato salad, fruit, and all that kind of stuff as well. And they also have some stuff exclusive to here, like grilled pineapple, black bean salad, tomato cucumber salad. They have marinated grilled snapper and grilled salmon, and also yucca fries. I don't think I've ever seen those before. But I will say that the fly problem here is out of control. There's flies all over the food. People are like putting their napkins over their trays as they walk away from the food to keep the flies away from it. So I'm not sure how they're going to combat that problem. Hopefully they figure out how to, keep the flies away. And they also have some other unique items to this island, which is the Creole seafood jambalaya and the Bahamian pigeon with peas, rice, and marinated chicken, and fried okra and oven-baked plantain slices. It all actually looks pretty good, and it looks very authentic to the Bahamian people. And the Beach Barbecue Burgers has burgers. They got chicken sandwich. It looks like they might have chili, some French fries, also plant-based burger, and hot dogs. So it has all your basics. Oh, and also cookies. So if you like the cookies from Castaway, they also have those here as well. And once you get your food from True True, you come over here underneath the turtle shell, and that's where you eat in the shade.
Are the flies bad?
The flies are worse than I could have ever imagined. There's like swarms of them. There's like 20 flies on a person.
Well, I saw some lady with a plate of food, and she had like her napkin over it.
Everybody, you have to do that, or the flies will just like...
So that's the move right there.
They need to find a solution for this fly problem.
Yeah, the flies are living their best life. The flies are having a great time.
Honey, you have not seen. You have not
I
seen.
haven't been over there yet. Is it like, am I not going to want to eat? Is it that bad?
Some people might not want to eat.
Oh, I feel like we got to try some of the food though.
What did you end up getting?
I basically went over there and I tried every single thing that they had that's new. I just was like, put it on my plate. And there were a few standout items that I would definitely get again, like the seafood jambalaya. That was really good. It had a little bit of a spice, a little bit of a kick to it. I also really enjoyed the black bean and grilled pineapple salad. That was like a cold, kind of like a potato salad, but with black beans and pineapple. Super delicious.
Good on a hot day.
Yeah, very good on a hot day like today. And then I also tried some of the plantains. Those were just okay. I was a little disappointed with those. The fish though, I think it was grilled snapper. That was absolutely delicious. Pretty good selection. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised. Minus the flies. Wow, that rhymed. Pleasantly surprised minus the flies.
And you also they have a new sandwich.
Yes. They have a chicken sandwich now, so you could get burgers, hot dogs, all the normal stuff that you could find over at Castaway Cay, but now they have a fried chicken sandwich. So I got one because it kind of looks like the Wendy's chicken sandwich, which I love. And over on Royal Caribbean's private island, they have a famous chicken sandwich. So I wonder if this is Disney trying to compete with that. I don't know. It looks okay, right? It literally looks like a Wendy's sandwich to me. So I'll probably like it. It's spicy. This is a Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich.
Really?
Identical. I wasn't expecting it to be spicy, but I also didn't read the sign, so maybe it said that it was spicy. But this is pretty good. If you like Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches, you'll probably like this because it's literally identical.
I tried a bunch of stuff too. I tried the baked mac and cheese. I'm not sure if this is the same as what they have over on Castaway, but this was so good. The crunch on top, delicious. Yucca fries, which I know they don't have at Castaway. And these are like French fries, but a little bit crunchier on the outside. And they have sauces, of course, so you can get ketchup and stuff like that. And I also tried the island curry. This is another exclusive item to here. It's a vegetarian dish, and it's unlike any curry I've tried before. because it's like has more sweet, like an island sweetness to it. This would probably be my favorite new item.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
And then also they have ribs, which I'm not sure if they're different than the ones at Castaway. They have like some little colored specks on them that made me think they might be different, but when I tried them, they just taste like the Castaway ribs, which is no knock on them because Castaway ribs are awesome. So I enjoyed those as well. And they have grilled chicken, but the grilled chicken was kind of disappointing. It was very flavorless. So I'd say skip the grilled chicken. Point out that they have started putting these fly deterrents on all the tables to keep the fly away from your food. So at least that's good. It's kind of a shame that no one's eating the island dishes. I'm wondering if Disney's gonna change it if people don't order it. But right now we're gonna head to the main event, and that is the pink sand beaches of Eleuthera. It's supposed to be like amazing, and I've heard the beach is fantastic, so let's go check it out right now. By the way, there's a ton of chairs and loungers, and each of them has an umbrella, so don't be worried about having to run over here and grab your own, because it seems like there's more than enough for one ship here.
This is insane. I don't even know if the camera could capture how beautiful this is. Like, there's no rocks. It is like so nice and soft. It looks like there's a bunch of like coral reefs out there, so we're definitely gonna have to go snorkeling. But I don't think they hide any like statues on the bottom like they do at Castaway, which is unfortunate, but
We're gonna have to go and find out.
yeah. But Castaway doesn't have like coral reef like that. It's just so pretty. I have no words. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words.
I forgot to put my swim shirt on. I'm on my good shirt. I just want to say that this island, Paradise, has some issues with like getting to the actual Lookout Cay and the flies. Hopefully they can fix those issues. The beach, better than Castaway and better than Coco Cay.
Yeah,
So
100%.
the beach is incredible. There are some issues.
Yeah.
But I am loving this. This like is the best beach I've ever been on.
Yeah, especially in the Caribbean, for sure.
I like that each one of the restrooms have some outdoor showers on each of the sides. So that means you can wash off your feet from the dirty sand or wash yourself off with all the salt water and stuff and get going and have some more fun around the island. By the way, pro tip, do not bring your paper map into the water with you because it becomes a little, oh no, my paper map is, Still got it. Right now we're gonna head to the Goombay Cultural Center where they're doing a workshop on the Junkanoo. Junkanoo is a native celebration to the Bahamas, and it's basically where art, music, and costumes come together. It's kind of like a parade. So we're gonna learn how we can be part of it, learn a little bit about the people here, and then we'll see the celebration itself, which involves Disney characters in their Bahamian outfits.
So this is typically an outfit what a Junkanoo would wear in its simplest form. However, you do get to see costuming similar to this, where we have what we call off the shoulders. And our off the shoulders sometimes can extend up to 20 feet in the air off their shoulder. 1, 2, 1, 2, everyone, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, that was really cool because they basically taught us how to perform the Junkanoo music, and then when they came out and did the parade, people were using their cowbells and people were clapping, and it felt like normally when you watch a parade, you're watching it.
this felt like we were part of it.
Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't like just like a show that they came out and did. It's kind of like a conga train of just like they're going around. I could still hear the music playing, so they must still be somewhere else. But they came out here and they like danced a little bit, and it was just so cute. They were like dancing with like guests and stuff. I loved that. That was adorable.
Yeah, I like that because it introduces your kids to learn something about the Bahamian culture.
Yeah,
it's so entertaining
fun.
and fun.
Yeah.
So we finally made it over to the rush out, gush out water play area. This thing is so colorful. There's so many kids having fun, getting soaked. And there's so many ways of getting soaked. You can go down slides. There's like things where like you can be on top and soak people below. There's even like musical instruments you can play with. I don't know, it looks like so much fun. And I love that it's colored and painted in like a Bahamian art style. And actually, if you look over by the side, by the walkway, you can see some of the paint supplies, and there's some of our characters hanging out over there as well. So I guess we're gonna have to keep an eye out for those animal characters around this island, because apparently they're all over, hidden around. So the bike path is not finished as of the time that we're here, but the nature trail is available. So we're gonna go take a look at the nature trail right now. I've heard it's spectacular. One thing I love about this nature trail is it has placards along it that tells you a little bit about the fauna and the animals along here. This one's for the money bat moth, which apparently Bahamian legend is that if one lands on someone, that person will come into money. So I'm hoping a money bat moth lands on me. Although if it does, I'll probably freak out. I'll be like, get away, get away. You know what I mean? And I guess if you do that, then you don't get money. Because it looks like they've carved this path out for people to walk on through the stone. Oh my God, I see it. The reason why they call this Lighthouse Point is there's an actual lighthouse out here, and I think it was built over 100 years old. And it's not what you would expect when you picture a lighthouse. So I'm not sure if they'll ever like put this on a t-shirt or anything. Like this big concrete structure. So apparently this lighthouse has been here since 1901, and it carried cargo from food, mail, clothing, fertilizer, and this beacon of light from this lighthouse could be seen up to 20 miles away, making it possible ships approaching at night to not get stranded or damaged. And there's a new beacon that's solar powered, so it's not really a working lighthouse anymore. Oh, I can see the new beacon right there. Places to dispense water on this path, but a lot of them are like empty, but hopefully they'll be functional when you get here. From the lighthouse, I was looking out to the water, and there's some people walking up this cliffside over there, so I need to find a way to get over there. I think it might be a path back this way. Oh yeah, so I came from that way, and I think I just gotta go that way. Oh, this one's interesting. This is the great lizard cuckoo. And locals call them rain crows because hearing their call is a signal of stormy weather. So let's be on the listen for that, because if we hear them, we're gonna go back to the ship. It'll take us an hour, but we'll go back to the ship. We'll say this is a beautiful trail. Like, I think that's might be like limestone rocks right there. Oh, there's a sign. Yeah, I was right, limestone. Beautiful. Again, no water. Interesting. But it looks like we've made it to the beach. And if I couldn't tell that with my own two eyes, there's a sign telling me about it. So most of the people hanging out at Lighthouse Cay are stationed down there. But I actually really like this side of the beach. It looks like there might be some coral out there. And then there's those limestone cliffs going right into the water. I feel like I'm more impressed by the beauty of this island than I am with what Disney has done to it. That makes sense? Yeah, I think people are climbing up those rocks to get to that cliff overlook area, which is definitely not a sanctioned Disney path. It seemed a little dangerous to me, so I'm gonna skip it. I just walked by one of the water stations that had water but no cup, and the parent picked up their kid and put their mouth to the thing so they could drink out of the... Actually, I just started looking in the map, and first of all, the walking trail right now that we're walking on is eventually going to be part of the bike path. So I'm not sure if they're going to put concrete down or not, but I also noticed that to get over to those cliffs, there is a walking path, and it says it's from where we were at the lighthouse. So I'm going to go back to the lighthouse. So we meet again. So I found a cup at a place that had a cup but no water, and I found water at a place that had water and no cup. Hopefully no kids had their mouths on this thing. This is weird because I've reached the point where it says the walking path continues on the map, but then there's a sign that says for your safety stand path. So maybe eventually this is going to be a path, but it looks like the people that were over there might have jumped the fence or the rope. And just in case you're wondering, the walk to the lighthouse is about 1/3 of a mile according to my Apple Watch. So if you go there and back, you're looking at 2/3 of a mile. So they also have a smoothie place here called Sandsational Smoothies, and they have a bunch of frozen drinks you can get, and there's also some specialty drinks. I almost went with the spicy watermelon limeade because that sounded good to me, but I really wanted a frozen drink. So I asked them what is good, and they told me the pineapple pleaser. This is supposed to be a Dole Whip pineapple with marshmallow cream and graham crackers, but I'm not sure that's what he gave me because I don't have any graham crackers on top. And then he gave me some Pop Rocks that come in a different drink, but that has mango, and I don't think this has mango. So I'm a little confused, but whatever, let's try it. This thing is melting rapidly because it's so humid out. I don't know why I didn't expect that to happen, but okay. To me, it just tastes like a Dole Whip smoothie, which is not a bad thing. I love Dole Whip. I'm a connoisseur of Dole Whip. This is really good on a hot day, which it is right now. I love these cups. I'd give this like a 4 out of 5 Peters. The only reason I don't give it higher because I don't think I got what was supposed to be given to me. I think I also have Pop Rocks all over my glasses and myself, but we'll figure out a way to clean that up later. So next up, we're gonna head to the Play Pavillion. So if you're wondering what happened to the Play Pavillion in Epcot, it got budget cut and ended up here in the Bahamas. And I'm here for the Disney Fun in the Sun Beach Bash, that I heard another person say is not in the sun, nor is it on the beach.
I'm so proud to welcome you to the Disney Fun in the Sun Beach Bash. Now guess what? Look who's on that way in the house. Goofy, Whistle, and Chip and Dale. That's all, friends. Wave it off. Come on, good job. Right, stroke it out. There we go. Now shake your tail. Now just like you, our friends have enjoyed their visit to the Bahamas, learning something new with each experience. And in fact, they were so inspired by everything they've learned that they've come up with some fun games. And that's what we can share with you all today.
So a lot of kids and families are gonna love that activity. Basically, you get to team up with your favorite Disney characters and compete in a bunch of games. And it was kind of hard to film because there's a lot of kids in there and I don't want to film anybody's kids. Everybody looked like they were having a blast, even adults, because they're playing like good music that adults love, like Chippendales, Rescue Rangers, and stuff like that. But the character interactions, so much fun. Even if you're an adult, go over there and watch it because you're bound to have fun with the characters and get some cool photos of them in their Bahamian outfits. I enjoyed it. One of my big criticisms about Lookout Cay is all the buildings look kind of the same. Like, look at this bar here. It's the same bar that's repeated over and over again, and it just has a different sign and name. I feel like when you go to Castaway, everything has so much character to it. Everything has like props and storytelling. And here it's just kind of like copy and paste the same restaurant 3 times, the same bar a few times, the same restaurant. Like everything is exactly the same.
And the way they do the storytelling is they put some Bahamian art on the roof, where they put it on a vinyl sticker and they put it on the concrete wall. And I don't want to sound too negative about it, but like compared to Castaway, I feel like there's just so much more storytelling. You feel immersed in the storytelling at Castaway. Here, you feel like it's like a book report. Do you know what I mean? Like there's some Bahamian art on a wall, and it doesn't feel like you're in the Bahamas. You're being shown what the Bahamas do, like what it's like in the Bahamas. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Another thing I'm hearing a lot of guests complain about is that Serenity Bay is not that far away from the family beach. It's actually literally right next to the family beach. There's really no separation at all. And there's not a lot of seating over here, to be honest. I will say the one positive over here at Serenity Bay, they have a band playing over by the restaurant, but there's a lot less seating and a lot less shade. Like they don't have the turtle shell kind of enclosures, but they do have a bar. It's the same bar as everywhere else. And beach just keeps on going on and on forever. I do like that Serenity Bay actually has a bunch of loungers on the actual beach, so you don't have to like go over the hill. I mean, they have some over the hill as well, but I like that you can see the beach from your chair. I will say that this is the longest beach I've ever seen for a private cruise destination island. It just goes on and on and on. Actually, at the end of Serenity Bay, it continues on, and it's like, it actually has a sign saying there that you're now leaving Disney property. Isn't stopping people from walking the beach, and I'm not sure Disney is stopping people because there's no like barrier or anything, but they're just like, don't swim past there because there's no lifeguards.
Okay, so earlier today I was graciously invited by a family sailing in concierge to a grand family cabana over at the beach.
Wait, that's the big one.
The big one. That's the one that can hold 16 people. So they invited me out there and they gave me an extra wristband and they said, you know what, bring anybody else along that you want to film it. So Peter, guess what? You're gonna go see the family grand cabana.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you.
No problem, let's go.
So to get to the family cabanas, we gotta get back on the tram. And I didn't notice the first time, but some of these seats have a pouch holder to hold your backpack.
Very convenient.
Yeah. So an interesting thing about the family cabanas is they're kind of secluded from the rest of the island. They're all the way down near the pier. So they have their own restaurant and their own bar, so they don't really need to go down there unless you want to like see the entertainment and stuff. But that's interesting because I've never seen a private island for a cruise ship that does that. See, I was kind of thinking like if you come over here to cabanas, you don't get to see the characters, but then someone told me, oh, Minnie Mouse is right down by the beach if you want to see her, so let's go see Minnie. Look at your bag. Is that a pineapple from this? Yeah. You picked it yourself. I love that. By the way, this is the most perfect photo spot. I'm not sure if you know this. You got the ship in the background. It's like the best view, best photo spot.
Absolutely, it's so good. And it's only available for cabana guests. That's wild.
What the heck?
That's insane. That is honestly the best photo that you could get.
Yeah.
With Minnie Mouse in her new outfit at Lookout Cay with the ship in the background, 10 out of 10.
And they probably have the other characters come over here too.
I'm pretty sure they do, yeah.
All the cabanas are a different color and each of them have their own like unique artwork on them. And we're gonna check out the Grand Cabana at number 20. Even the door has like unique woodworking on it. Okay, this place is awesome, guys. When you first come in, you have like a seating area with a little table, and then you have a little kitchenette. You even have a sink, and you got some cool Bahamian art on the wall. And they stock this fridge with all kinds of soda and water and even some cold towels. So if you're feeling a little hot. Oh, and you also get some fruit as well. And I think you can order alcohol. They have the cups. Oh, I didn't even realize that they have small cups for the little kids. That's cool. I like all the little details here. And again, pineapple, because pineapple. And I'm coming here at the end of the day, but it looks like they used to have a bunch of snacks here. And then inside there is a safe and a place to store your stuff. And here's the choices of music that you can choose from. It looks like they got Island, Sounds of Hawaii, Senses Spa, pop music, easy listening, acoustics, family fun, and pub music. You didn't notice this, you can actually place an order right from the screen. It's all digital and they'll bring it to you. Then on the other side of the room is a grand table you can sit around and eat, and you get the best view of the ship and of the beach you could possibly ever have. And you get your own outdoor shower and a walkway down to the beach. You get your own private beach. The beach looks a little bit rocky, but it's your own private beach. And look at this. How amazing is that? I think you could get like 10 people in here and it would just be over $1,000, so you could split it and that'd be like $100 each. It's not a bad deal. And then outside you have 4 of these loungers right in front of the beach, so you can just look back at the ship. They have 2 couches outdoor covered, so you're in the shade, but you can still enjoy the beach.
So the rocks are a little bit slippery as you get closer to the water because there's a lot more algae on it, but that's to be expected anywhere. But other than that, you basically have free reign of the water up until those white buoys over there. That is about as far as you can go. And there's a jet ski out there as well that just does laps. He goes back and forth in case anybody needs any assistance. Plus, there are plenty of lifeguards out here as well, so you don't have to worry about anything. One thing that is important to note is that if you're used to getting a cabana at Castaway Cay, you're used to also getting flotation devices like little inner tubes. Unfortunately, they're not able to do that here because of how much more choppy the water is and because it's a bit more open ocean rather than the secludedness of Castaway Cay. So that is something to bear in mind as well. But the beach itself is really nice, and the view, you can't beat it.
So unfortunately, only Peter was invited to go to the cabana. It could only be one person, and I let him go see it. So I decided to come back into the water because time has been flying. Like, it's almost time to go back to the ship, and I feel like I didn't get enough time in the water, so I wanted to dip my toes in just one more time. This beach is beautiful. I don't want to get out of the water. I'm gonna put the camera under the water now. Let's go. Earlier today, Peter said that the sand was pink, and it didn't look pink to me, but you could definitely see it where the waves hit the shore. It is pink. That's so cool. It's so pretty. Like, this beach is so gorgeous. I know I keep saying that, but it's such a nice beach. I love it so much. And the fact that there's pink sand is awesome.
It has like these little flecks of pink in it, and what causes that is tiny micro marine organisms that are pink. When they die, the shells kind of like just flake off and become part of the sand. So it's called a pink sand beach. Yeah, I don't think you can see it that well here. One of the perks of having a cabana is you get a golf cart ride back to the ship, and it kind of feels like the old school fast pass where you had to skip the entire line and the line's like looking at you with like dirty looks because you're skipping the line and not waiting in line, but you don't have to walk the pier. I just want to say we're very thankful to the family who let us tour the cabana. It was great to be able to show you, all of you, and just get a peek into what it's like. The Disney cast members that live on the island are waving us goodbye as the ship sails away from Lookout Cay for the last time on this journey.
First of all, we got a little crab, which is very fitting because today at Lighthouse Point we saw a bunch of little crabs. But look at this! We have an inaugural season special little art print with, I guess, the concept art? Is that what that is?
But it has them in their little outfits.
Yeah, it has them in their outfits, and it says inaugural season. So that's pretty cool. And it comes with a certificate of authenticity.
What is it? It's one of 8,000. If you want to see more videos from our Disney cruises, we'll put the videos right over there. We want to say thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
MW, Jay, and Russ and Serenity. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you on the next adventure.